Hey guys, Poppy here with Poppy's Farm, and I'm coming to you with the long-awaited and anticipated farm tour. So keep in mind, our farm is work in progress, and I mean, we're just getting on our feet. This is this has been several years in the making, but anybody that's ever farmed and then you try to really work off of that living, those first few years while you're building up infrastructure and stuff like that is terribly difficult, and so you deal with whatever you've got and you try to make the best out of it as you can continue to get better and better infrastructure. I have no sponsors, nothing like that, so what you got is what you get. That's the best that I've done so far, so try not to judge me too much. We do the best that we can. And so I also wanted to address, so some of you guys wondered, where do you ask any questions and stuff? You've got comments turned off. We've got comments turned off just in case we have any trolls or anything. We just don't really want to deal with that kind of any of that. So if you ask questions, just do them through TikTok, the same thing, Poppy's Farm, and just shoot us a question over there. We'll shoot you an answer back. And if you're just trying to make the whole world feel terrible, then we're just not all about that, and then that way we can just avoid that. So we try to be a positive channel. It is a farm, so things do happen. Things that are out of your control, varmints, pests, all different kinds of things. So we're going to try to document all of that as well. So as you can see, there's a pig coming up through by us. See? Yeah, there we go. That's our male mini pig. He's just running around here and doing what he does best, just free ranging and eating a little grass and a little this and a little that. So without any further ado, we'll get started. Hey guys, so here we are. We're in my duck aviary. This is where we keep our wild ducks. We've got mandarins, white mandarins. We have the Iton tree duck. We have the shell duck, and we have the wood duck, and the white eye as well. So you guys, if you've ever had ducks, I know ducks seem like an awesome little pet in the beginning anyways. I love ducks personally. Waterfowl is one of my favorite, and it's pretty obvious because we have a lot of waterfowl, as you'll see. So with the waterfowl, I love, they are just like, listen to these little guys. So they're nothing short of just absolutely amazing little creatures. But these guys are so much cooler, and they don't really make the mess that regular ducks do. They are a lot cleaner. They are a lot easier to take care of. There's one of our pigeons. And so they're wonderful little pets. The more you're around them, the more you spend time with them, the better socialized they get, and the more social they get. We bring out a lot of mealworms to these, and that's the reason they think that we're going to give them little mealworms. But we gave them mealworms earlier today, and we try to give them every other day, just so they're not too spoiled. Wink, wink. And so this is where the ducks go, and this is we've got two ponds. We've got this pond, and then we got the upper pond. I don't know if you can see that one, and then so we've got it's roughly about 24 by 55, something like that, but some of the sections end up being about 78 because it's a little wider on one end than the other. Just that's how it worked for me. So we'll go to the next. All right, hey you guys. So right here, we're with the peacocks. Now our peacocks, I really wish that I would have got to spend a whole lot of time with them, but we had quite a bit going on at the point in time, so it was about just keeping peacocks alive rather than keeping peacocks super affectionate. One of our most affectionate ones, named Shelly, we lost. I know this is going to sound crazy, but goat had took and they knocked over the wall to the pen to get in to get the feed throughout the night, and then peacocks being peacocks, I have no idea where it ran off to. We lost several that night. So here's the peacocks. Well, peafowl actually, but we'll get a little closer. We have a silver pied and an India blue, silver pied black shoulder, and then we have two pied females and a chick that we still do not know, sex undetermined. If you guys give me an idea on that chick, male or female, what your guess is, love to hear it. And so some of you guys ask, how do you keep peacocks in your in the field and where you're at? This is all netted everywhere. We keep everything netted because we really have a lot of hawk and hoot owl pressure. Hoot owl was something that it took me a long time to really figure out what it was. I thought it was just a regular varmint, and so we trapped until we couldn't trap anymore. There was nothing ever coming out in the traps, and then we still were missing birds. And then after trying to figure that one out, one day I was luckily outside and just about evening, dark, and there it happened. I seen it swoop and take a full-size chicken out. It was a big, I think a gray horn owl. It was a big owl, you know, and so it just took, you know, a 4 or 5 pound chicken just straight out of the tree. So that was lessons learned. So here we go. We're going through the next. All right, you guys, we're in the next field. This is where the emus are and the rays. This is Miss Eliza Jane. Hey, Miss Eliza Jane, is it just because I got the camera with me today? And Miss Eliza Jane, she sure is the sweetheart. And this, we just call him Male Emu for right now. He's never really got a name to stick. We've tried a few different names and they just didn't seem to stick. If you guys got an idea of what his name should be, let me know in the comments. Comment down there at TikTok, remember. So we have something pretty rare right here. These are, I think they said endangered, but these are 2 chicks that or 3 chicks that we hatched from eggs this season even. Those little guys are called silver appleyard ducks. We have khaki Campbells. We also have the blue runners, and we have wonderful geese. We also have Sebastopol. We have the Emden, Pilgrim, and a pair of Africans. Our oldest birds are about 6 to 8 years old, and some of our youngest birds are this season's birds. Here's our little buddy. What you doing? What you doing? Huh? What you doing? And so some of you guys asked, what about that egg that we hatched? Where's that bird at? And then some of you other guys have said mean things like, I bet that bird's dead. Well, There she is. And so she's really a sweetheart because we've spent a lot of time with her, but she's worried right this moment that I'm going to catch her and put her up because I don't know, she's not, some days she doesn't focus on eating, she focuses on just seeing what everybody else is doing, and I have to put her up sometimes and let her eat so that she can focus on eating because she gets a little runny on me. So we'll go to the next part. So some of you guys asked, so how do you raise so many chicks back in the day? How did you get through so many chicks? So at one point in time, you know, we could probably do, you know, maybe 400-500 chicks at a time. The way we do them is kind of a little different. So we take, these are old rabbit hutches. We take old rabbit hutches and we put a heat light bulb in the back. So each, what originally would have been the nesting boxes, each nesting box is going to now have a heat light bulb in it. It breaks them to the temperatures of whatever weather you're having so much better because they get in and out, in and out, in and out. And so you have way less death, way less. So these are the guineas and a Cayuga duck, but he keeps getting in here. I think he actually likes to stay in with the pigs for some reason. I have no idea why, but he does. So we have a bunch of different colors. We have the deep purple, we have the buff, we have the pearl, pied, lavender. We've got about I didn't say every, but we got about every flavor of the guineas you can get. And there's Miss Pig and the spotted pig. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Now, I like this personally. I like this kind of netting with an electric line in the front of it for pigs. It seemed crazy the first time I'd read it, but it said it's called soft snout, and so once they bump up against that gives them enough deterrent with the electric to pretty well keep them in most of the time. So here's the next paddock, some free-range roosters. There's free-range chickens, I don't know where all. They took care of themselves this year, and I hatched from them for a little while, and then they did their own thing, and we ended up with a lot. So here's the this is our garden. Right this moment is got cover crop on it. So every one of these that you see, all of these, all of those are all garlic. So this is the year for our big garlic haul, we're hoping. So I don't know, we planted something like 4,000 individual cloves this season. This is our 4th year with garlic. Garlic's been a really tough crop in Kentucky. So if you've ever tried garlic in Kentucky, it does cause a lot of rot. So you really have to find strains that seem to work better with us. Also got some other cool little gold mines over here. So over here I have something that is a family heirloom from at least over 100 years old. Now this right here, this garlic bed right here, this is Kentucky elephant garlic. Look what big bulbs it's got. Monsters. That's just a single clove out of it. See, they're just monsters. Beautiful bulbs. Beautiful bulbs. And it makes a beautiful garlic. It was it's a really rare garlic nowadays. I mean, it's almost extinct from what I'd read. So I reckon that Kentucky and a few other places is the only places in the world that can grow that garlic. Something weird about it, but we'll say it's done phenomenal for years for us, and so wanted to introduce you guys to that. We also, you see, in our cover crop, we've got these right here. That's Daikon radishes, and Daikon radishes, you know, if we need them, we can come down here about any time this fall and winter and up into the spring, harvest a few in case, you know, not saying that things are going crazy, but things are kind of going a little crazy.